Should I buy a smartwatch? Well, I already have one. So the question is, should you buy a smartwatch? Let's try to answer that question today. Smartwatches have come a very long way in the last couple of years in terms of the features that they have, what you can do with them. The designs have improved drastically, and just overall functionality and purpose has gotten to a point where I think a lot of people would benefit from the use of a smartwatch. Now, today everybody has a cell phone. My first cell phone, I think I was 20 years old when I had gotten it. I was in the Army. I was in Puerto Rico, and I got this really awesome blue-looking flip phone of some kind. Nowadays, it seems as soon as you hit the age of 10, you'll see people walking around with the cell phones. And regardless of how you feel about that, that's just the times that we live in now. So that was like one big step in society in terms of our culture, is gotta have a cell phone. After that, computing kind of became a lot more, I guess, mainstream. Everybody had to get a laptop or some kind of computer, whether it was for work, to game, just to be productive. Now it's the smartwatch genre, really, and you can kind of combine that with like other wireless technology, but we're going to stick with the smartwatches today. So the question coming back to is, should you buy a smartwatch? I think the answer to that is dependent upon how often you use your cell phone and what you really use it for. The answer to the friends of mine who have come up to me and said, "Hey Mike, should I get this smartwatch, or what do you think about this smartwatch?" I've always told them that if you've never had one before, if you haven't been exposed to that already, then you really don't need one. You'll be perfectly fine with how you've been living your life so far, and you won't really miss it. But with that said, as soon as you do get a smartwatch and you invest into that and you learn all the features that they can do and you use it on a routine basis, then as soon as you find yourself without it for any reason, you're going to miss it, and you're going to miss it a lot. Not to say that you won't grow accustomed to not having it, but I think once you get accustomed to some of the features that we're going to talk about, you're going to love it, and you're going to find it immensely useful in your daily activities. So when we're talking about the features, okay, I have the Samsung watch. I got this through my phone carrier, and because of that, it does come with the 4G SIM card that's in the watch, which as a feature in and of itself, most smartwatches are connected to your cell phone directly through Bluetooth. It's a wireless connection that shares information back and forth. That's normal. It's a Wi-Fi only smartwatch. The big perk of having a smartwatch to me is anytime that you get a text message or a Facebook message, you can set it up where anytime you get like a Twitter notification or a Facebook notification of any kind, it'll alert you on your watch that you got some sort of information that you want. When you have phone calls coming in, it'll show you that on your watch. Who's calling you? Do you want to answer? Do you not want to answer? That kind of thing. It makes it a lot more readily available. And my best example is, say you're at work, you're in a meeting, you're going over whatever you're going over at work, and you get a text message from your spouse, or you get an email coming in that you've been waiting for, that's an important email, or a phone call is coming in. It's a lot easier to pick up your watch, look at the time, so to speak, figure out what's going on, versus pulling out your cell phone, interrupting the meeting, upsetting your boss, that kind of thing, which is one of the big reasons I like having the smartwatch. The 4G models, which you can get pretty much on any main brand like Samsung, Apple, Fossils, Garmin's, I think you can even do that. They have their own phone number assigned to them, basically. And the way I know that my carrier does it is they'll tether it to your phone, meaning it's basically a mirror of your phone. So I don't have to have my phone with me. And if somebody was to call me at my phone number, it would ring on my watch. And with the Galaxy watches, the new ones, You can talk through it, you can hear through it. All the things you can do on a phone, not as nice and big of a screen and whatnot, but it's still pretty helpful, especially if you're going for a walk, going for a run. You don't want to take a bulky phone with you, you can just take the watch with you. So the other main feature, other than the sharing of text messages, phone calls, that sort of thing, and if you choose so, having the ability to answer calls directly on your watch, one of the other big things that a lot of people love about having these watches are the fitness applications that are connected to them. Say you're somebody like me and you love to run for 50 miles a day and go to the gym for 6 hours and work out. Okay, that's not at all who I am. But if you are one of those types of people, one of the things that a lot of them find attractive about these is that they help you set goals. They can even alert you to like when you've met the goals that you have, whether it's, distance ran, calories burned. It could be things where you can enter the information about these are the foods that I'm consuming each day. So it'll help you keep your diet on track. That's one of the big features of fitness realm of why these things are so popular. A lot of people love that attribute of them. And I think that's a big selling feature if you're into that kind of lifestyle. And other than those features, something else that I think a lot of people, and this is a testament to how far they've come along, again, in recent years, are the styles. There is a style for just about anybody. Whether you like the simplicity of having a sport band on a slim, real minimal type of style. You could have styles, Apple's really good at doing these, where they look incredibly high-end, upscale, fancy. Typically with most Apple products, you're paying a premium for that, but they are really gorgeous watches. Samsung, Fossils, even Garmin, they all make watches right now that are really, really nice looking. You could wear them easily with dress clothes, that kind of thing. So style-wise, everyone is pretty much taken care of. And that's a big thing I know that a lot of people do care about. Another thing that helps in terms of making these decisions, as with most any decision, is you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a smartwatch. Now, even if you're paying, under $100, paying 70, 80, 90 bucks, for a smartwatch, or say under $200, you're going to get a watch that has most of those features. They're all going to have the fitness tracking software. It just depends on what company you like more. Apple's is different from Samsung's. They all have the same type of information, but how they portray it and how they keep track of it can be different. Most of those, I can't think of a single one that wouldn't have the ability to relay when you get a text message and phone call, that kind of information. I've never seen one that doesn't do that, no matter how much you would spend on it. So you have that. You have the less expensive, more affordable ones. And of course they go up to watches that can cost you a few $1,000s. So no matter what your budget is, if you are in the market for a smartwatch, you will find one that fits your needs at the price that you need it to be at, which is, of course, a big thing. The other thing that many people will find nice about having watches, smartwatch, is you can customize them quite a bit. I have the Samsung Galaxy Watch, and it's pretty simple, pretty clean in terms of style. I like that. But no matter what brand you choose, you'll be able to have numerous options after you purchase it for the type of wristband that you want. You can customize how the screen looks, how the time reads out to you, and how you get notifications on the screens. All that is very customizable. The level of that is dependent upon the make and model that you do buy. But everybody has their own unique style. Everybody likes to stand out in their own personal way, or not stand out in their own personal way. And you can do that with these products. It's a wonderful feature, I think, and many people take advantage of that. There's lots of stores that'll sell these products, and online there's even more options. So, should you buy a smartwatch? If you are a social butterfly, yes, you'll love to have a smartwatch. You'll absolutely love it. If you're in a position, whether it's life or work, that you find yourself always wanting to be reachable or notified when something's going on, then you'll love to have a smartwatch. You'll absolutely appreciate it every single day. If you're somebody who likes to, live on your own, be by yourself and not bothered by a lot of people, but you like to get notified when certain key news events or whatnot goes on, then you might like a smartwatch. If you're somebody who thinks that you'll mostly just use it for the fitness purposes, then get a fitness oriented smartwatch. They're a lot less expensive. They're a lot more minimalistic in terms of designs, but it's, again, a useful tool that you can use to help you meet your goals there. Now, if you're somebody who hates technology, doesn't have a smartphone, if you're one of those 3 people in the world or in the country that doesn't have a smartphone, all joking aside though, if you don't like having that smart technology, you're not going to want a smartwatch. You just won't. It won't meet your needs. You won't need to have spent that kind of money on a piece of technology that you won't use or appreciate. So save it, and get yourself a normal, typical watch, or not if you don't want to. But that's my take, my views on the smartwatches, on this kind of wearable technology. I'm a big fan of mine, like I've said, and you've probably gathered. I think they are worthwhile, and I think they are worth it. So hopefully you liked this video. If it helped you out a little bit or steered you in one direction, one way or another, please do hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot more weekly vlog type reviews and discussions regarding these technologies, since a lot of us have plenty of time now. So stay tuned, and as always, stay safe out there, be prepared, and thank you for watching.